we got some news about some of our friends, KIAN and Ayla.
Yep. We're going to be aunts and uncles.
How do you feel about that?
I think it is the best thing ever.
That's awesome, huh?
It's actually insane. Do you feel like we, like, in that moment, obviously, we're not going to reveal the gender here.
Yeah.
Because Ayla will kill us.
Yeah.
But do you feel like we all, like, aged up a little bit in that moment? Like, there was, like, this feeling I got, like, when they did the reveal. Like, I just was looking around and I'm like, oh, my God, this is, like, we're going into, like, the next phase of, like, our lives.
I feel like a lot of us, I literally talked about that with a few friends at that time, was just like, yeah, this is like, we went from the era of just being silly, goofy, just hanging out late nights, blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't necessarily mean like that ends, but like it for sure like felt like that era ended and we all just leaped.
In that moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
To like that next stage of like, okay, this is normal and acceptable at this age. And like people are in long relationships. People are going to start getting married. People already are in marriages.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's a weird feeling because like that's just life, right? Like there's just different pockets of things. But once it's like that and major life changing, it's just, it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, that's wild.
I was processing for like a good day after. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we are
100%.
Yeah. I was like, who's next?
Like when the doors opened and we saw.
No.
It literally like hit me like that.
No, me too.
I felt everyone in that moment, and especially just reacting to like the happiness for them. I feel like everyone in that moment just like felt this exact same thing of like, well, this is real now.
This is real.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Like, and just like sharing that happy moment with like some of our best friends was just like, I don't know. It was super special.
It was crazy.
It's crazy because like I remember like years ago we would just be like going to these events, going to these things together, going to VidCon together. We're all here, we're all there, and then all of a sudden now we're just meeting up at each other's houses.
Yeah,
and we're having more intimate moments. I honestly felt like my youth was gone for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, like this is a different phase of life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Well, yeah, and I looked around too at that moment and I was like, there's so many of us. Like, how did that start? Like, how did we all get to that point?
I always say this. I feel like our friend group grows like 5% every year.
Dude.
Yeah.
By the
it's
year,
like the stock market.
By the year like 2040, we're going to have to be like, when we go on trips, we're going to have to separate into groups because like.
Yeah, I feel like it was like this.
It was
and then
this
boink,
and then boink, boink, boink. Yeah. It just keeps expanding, which is great. The babies are going to have like the biggest family, ever.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed. I was like, dang, like where did all these people?
Yeah.
And we're like, we all know each other very well. We've been around for like years. Some are newer than others, but like how, like when you moved to LA, because how long have you been here? Like 8 years?
Yeah.
Me too. But like, how did that start? Like, how did you go out and make friends? Like a lot of people in the comments and stuff, they're always talking about
how wholesome
the friend group is. Like, oh, I only know like one person. Like, how did you like make friends?
Well,
going to a new place.
When you brought up like happy moment, like one of my happy moments was like finding this friend group. And I've been in and out of so many friend groups. Like you want a blast from the past? Have you ever gone through your Facebook Messenger messages?
Oh,
no, not recently.
Oh my goodness.
I have.
I recently did it and I was like, had I not found this thread with this person, I would not have forgotten that we were close at one point. Like it's crazy. And so to see that, I was like, wow, I really have been in and out of so many different friend groups. And it wasn't until like I found this one that like it stuck. Like we actually enjoyed spending time together. Like we actually did stuff for each other. Like before it always felt like transactional relationships. But like there are good people in LA, and I don't think that's talked enough about because some people are scared to like move out here because LA has this stigma of, obviously everyone out here is like for themselves and like fake. Yeah. But like finding you guys, I was like, no, like there are good people, even though it took me a minute to find it. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like,
once you're like in these situations, I feel like to make the friends, it's very natural how it comes across or like how it just happens is like once you're like together, I feel like it just like there's not a specific thing that like happened or like, oh, I had to say this or I had to do that. It's like, it's just the chemistry. Yeah. I feel like especially for this friend group, because like we're all friends, but we also like work together.
Yeah.
And like film together. Like the chemistry was just always just like boom.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily like trying to do something or having to do something specific. It was just there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Because people will always ask me, they'll be like, how many friends? I'll be like, oh, it's like, they're like when we did White Elephant, I think there was 32 of us. And I was like,
crazy.
I'm close to
That's
everyone
a
in this
lot.
room.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And when I tell people that, they're like, I'm like, no, like we really are. Because I say best friends a lot.
Yeah.
Like if I'm referring to you, I say best friend. If I'm referring to you, I say best friend. Franny, like
Yeah,
everyone.
but what's your bestest friend?
Okay, obviously Franny's like, you know.
But guy.
You know it's Bob.
No.
Yeah.
Don't
What?
put words in her mouth. I
What?
think it's someone else.
Who is it?
Who would you say? It's not. I don't think it's me. I'm thinking.
Okay, well,
I'm
first
top
of all,
20.
you and I, it was you at one point.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Is this thing rolling?
Whoa!
Are these things
Where
recording
did that
this?
come
Did
from?
we get that?
I think she got honest.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
It was you
And
at one
then?
point. We were inseparable at one point.
Yeah.
But then you like moved. I didn't really see the past like. I feel
I
like
know
I
what
didn't really
happened.
see. I didn't see you.
Can I say that
Sure,
word?
go.
2020.
Sure, go.
Bro, this
That's
guy
it.
moved to
No,
the middle
2020.
of
Yeah,
nowhere.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I don't know what you were gonna say actually.
Sure.
But yeah,
Go.
Bobby moved away.
I
and
moved
Never saw him. So.
5 miles away.
No,
but in
Bob.
LA, that's about 45 minutes.
Bob, you moved so far away.
That is true. That did do a little wrinkle.
Yeah,
in
we
time.
didn't see him all much. We're getting back into it. I mean, you live 2 feet away
That is true.
now.
So who? That wasn't the question. Well,
Well,
who would be number one?
I
Would you
would
say
I would
right
say
now?
when I say who my best guys friend guys hello when I refer to my best guy friends.
Oh, I know who it is. Can I guess?
say you and I say David.
I knew it was David.
I thought it was
Yeah.
David. I thought that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even make
That's
the
good.
top 10. I know for a fact I'm not even in the
Seb,
top 10.
I have not seen you
Well, yeah.
in forever.
I was in her music video though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You have. Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
You have this like secret life. That's not even secret.
Yeah. I'm Hannah
But
Montana.
it's so nonchalant to
Everyone
like
says that.
to like within us.
Everyone says that.
Like, I could be like, hey Nez, like, do you want to film a mukbang or something? You're like, oh, I'm in New Orleans. I'm on tour. And I'm like, wait, what? And
Yeah,
then I
just-
like look at your story and it's like packed, sold out. You're up there like whipping your hair
Yeah,
around.
because I didn't
and
really like invite any of y'all to tour except for LA, and I feel like I just kind of like left and was like, everyone knew I was like kind of doing that because I was busy, but I never like really like there was never like, hey guys, I'm going on tour, like who wants to come along? I didn't make it a big deal.
Yeah,
Bruh.
you just it's nonchalant. It's like
Yeah.
but you're going out there
Yeah.
to like huge crowds,
Yeah.
huge cities,
Yeah.
and it's not like you're not bragging about it. You're not like you're not saying anything.
I know.
Yo, thanks for watching. If you want to watch another clip, click over here, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.